In this video, we will show you how to file a timber yield tax return and harvest report. We protect all the confidential information you provide to us. First, go to the website cdtfa.ca.gov and at the top, click on Login. That will take you to the Online Services login page. To file a timber yield tax return, you must log in with a username and password. For assistance with creating a username and password, please watch our tutorials online. On the CDTFA Online Services login page, we will enter our username and password. Then click Login. On the Online Services profile page under the Accounts tab, we will click on the Timber Yield hyperlink. This will take us to the Timber Yield account page. Under the Periods tab, click on the return period for which you would like to file. In our example, we will file for the third quarter 2020 period, which is displayed by its return end date of September 30th, 2020. Click the File Return hyperlink next to the period for which you are filing. We will start by answering the 3 questions listed. The first question asks, "Is this your final return?" The second question asks, "Did you harvest this quarter?" The third question asks, "Did you harvest Christmas trees this period?" If this is your final return, you will select Yes. If this is not your final return, then you will select No. For our example, we will select No since this is not our final return. If you harvested this quarter, you will select Yes. If not, you will select No. For our example, we did harvest during this period, and we will select Yes. If you harvested Christmas trees this period, you will select Yes. If not, you will select No. For our example, we did not harvest Christmas trees, and we will select No. Click Next. This will take us to the Harvest Report page. To get started, we will click the Harvest Plan Contract Number hyperlink. Please be advised that you will need to complete this process for each Harvest Plan contract number you have listed. A box will pop up and we must enter all the required information to proceed. After entering all the required information, we will click on OK. Upon adding this information, we will be directed back to the Harvest Report page where we will click Add Species for the Harvest Plan contract number we just updated. A box will pop up and we will click on Add a Record. Another box will pop up and we must enter all the required logging information to proceed. After entering all the information, we will click on Add. We will then be directed back to the Harvest Detail pop-up box where we will click OK. The information we just entered will populate in the table. We can verify the harvest sale name, the timber value area, and the total volume removed. To delete a Harvest Plan contract number, we can click on the X icon for that record. If you did not harvest under a Harvest Plan contract number listed, delete the record. To edit a Harvest Plan contract number, click on the pencil and pad icon for that record. To edit a species, click on the Revised Species hyperlink for the corresponding Harvest Plan contract number and follow the same steps to delete or edit as we just covered by using the X icon to delete and the pencil and pad icon to edit. It is important to note that you cannot proceed to the next screen if you don't delete any Harvest Plan contract number under which you did not harvest for the quarter. In our example, for this filing period, we did not harvest under contract number 22222, and we'll delete this entry by clicking on the X icon. A pop-up box will appear to confirm deletion. We will select Yes. In the event that you do not see your Harvest Plan contract number listed, you may also add a Harvest Plan contract number by clicking the hyperlink to add a record. You will be prompted to enter the appropriate Harvest Plan contract number information. Be sure to click on the Add Species hyperlink, which will appear once you have added a new record to include the species information for the record you wish to add. In this example, we have no additional records to add. We can move forward by clicking Next. This will take us to the Harvest Report Summary page. This page gives you a summary of all the Harvest Plan contract number records you have included in this return. If you need to make any edits, click on Previous. Otherwise, click Next. The summary page will provide us with the total harvest value per county and a breakdown of the total amount due. If you have harvested timber and the total harvest value for all Harvest Plan's contract numbers fall below $3,000, you will not have an amount due. However, you will still be required to file the return. Enter your required information. Once you have entered all your information, click Submit. When you click Submit, a window will appear to confirm your intent to file electronically and that your return is true, correct, and complete. Please read the information carefully. Enter your password and click OK to submit. This will serve as your authorization and confirmation. You will not receive a confirmation email. This confirmation page represents a return filing only. Please take note of your confirmation number and the total amount due. We recommend that you print this page for future reference. To make an electronic payment, click on the Make a Payment button. To print your submitted return, click on the Print Return button. If you still have questions, please call our Customer Service Center at 1-800-400-7115, California Relay Service at 711.